What's up guys, Jose the Slake here. Welcome back to another video. I'm bringing my second tier list, Call of Duty related. This time I'm bringing the Call of Duty World at War to Black Ops 3 Zombies maps. So before we get into this, I just want to go back and apologize for the soundtrack video. Apologies that the timestamp hasn't been uploaded the same time as the video did. It took a few days to do so. It's in the comment section now, so if you want to skip through the video to see certain soundtracks and stuff, the timestamp is finally there in the comment section if you want to check that out. What else? Oh yeah, the Nuketown. I forgot about Nuketown Zombies on the soundtrack one. It's in here now, but doesn't really have a main soundtrack or anything. It has 3 different songs, and I honestly don't remember if they're like only instrumentals or anything like that, but I didn't really want to count it like the 3 songs. I'm focusing more on the main soundtracks and stuff. Like if you want my opinion on the Nuketown ones, then leave a comment below or something like that. But for now, I'll bring in the maps for the Zombies games. Ignore the duplicates of Transit and this. Ignore that. I just literally just selected and copy pasted everything onto this. And then of course added a few more ones, which is the ones that weren't in the previous video because they didn't have a soundtrack. For example, Farm, Town, Bus, Depot, Nuketown, and yeah. So now we're gonna get these maps focused into here. So we're going with the default tier list again. S for being a godlike map for many different reasons in many ways. D is that the map is just doo-doo. Now before we get into it, I'm not gonna say any map is doo-doo right off the bat, but if I do end up putting one in D, hopefully I have a reason for it. But I'm definitely gonna put at least one in D for sure. Yeah, okay. So the first one we have here is World at War, Nocturne Totem. The map to begin off Zombies, and this is the map where in Call of Duty World at War, when you finish the campaign on that game, it actually takes you straight to Zombies, which it does the same thing for Black Ops, which I'll get into in a second. But let's see. Now this map is probably the hardest one out of the 4 Zombies maps in World at War, which is these 4 right here. It's all in order, by the way, except for this part right here, because I don't remember the order of this, the way DLC comes in. But am I missing something here? Okay, I think we're good. I think this is all the maps. Okay. If I forget a map, obviously let me know. But yeah, this is the maps that I got. Obviously these 2 are not. Okay. This map does not have any perks. I don't think in World at War has meal kick. I don't know if they had meal kick on the map, but definitely in Black Ops and Black Ops 3 they had meal kick on the corner. And that was like the only perk available in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3, they had the perk machine upstairs, which helps level up the playing field for knock. But it doesn't also have a pack-a-punch machine. The pack-a-punch wasn't even introduced yet in World at War until Dare Rees. And the wall guns, yeah, it's pretty much you have to rely on the box for the weapons, pretty much. I think there's a few guns, but like the Thompson, for example. The Thompson was a good gun, wall gun in the game. And the camping spots will be upstairs by the grenade section or by the mystery box. Keep the door closed, the downstairs door closed. And then for the upstairs strategy, keep the upstairs one closed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There was a glitch in Black Ops. I don't know if they had it in World at War, but in Black Ops 1, there was a glitch where you stand in the corner of the mystery box section, like next to the radio by the staircase, or upstairs by the window. It was either the window that leads to the outside of the staircase, or it was the one window across from that. So like as soon as you get up the stairs, it's like behind the window behind the stairs. You sit in that corner, and then the zombies will be glitched into the opposite corner. So that's pretty much a way to survive. For what it was to begin with, I'm gonna go neutral and go with B. The map wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that good because it had like nothing in there but the bugs. But otherwise, the map it was pretty challenging to say the least. Like I do love a challenge. I feel like Nocturne Totem's a good challenge. Black Ops 3, it's really more easier because there's more stuff in it. But if we're mainly talking about World at War, I might go with B tier because, you know, okay, World at War I'll put like it's C, but if we're including Black Ops and Black Ops 3, I'll put it at B. I'm not gonna put it at A because it only be at A if like with the Black Ops 3 mechanics, but I want to include everything. So include Black Ops 1, so I'm gonna put it at B tier because even Black Ops 1, this map is still difficult because you still only have the box, the wall guns, and they add meal kicks, which is pretty much the only perk. And we'll get to the perk tier list in different videos. I think this is fair. A B tier for Nocturne Totem. Again, this is the first map after the Call of Duty campaign and World at War. I think this is a fair spot for it. Yeah. Okay. Next map we have is Verrucht. Let's see. Verrucht is the asylum map where it spawns you with 1 or 2 rooms. One has quick revive, one has jug. If you're playing solo, you want to spawn in the quick revive one just in case. If not, it's gonna be a tiny more difficult, but not. It shouldn't be a big deal. However, the one in jug has the better debris opening. It gives you more leadway than the other one. The quick revive door, but both lead to the same place. The power is there, gives you the perks: jug, speed, quick revive, mule kick, double tap. Has the bouncing betties. I don't remember if Nocturne Totem has bouncing betties, but Verrucht definitely does. Has the MP40, has the STG-44. Includes their first official lyrical soundtrack. The box is at power to begin with. I think it's the first map that introduces the Wonder Waff, I think. Nocturne Totem has the Thunder Gun. Did it have the Thunder Gun? Was the Thunder Gun introduced in World at War? I know there's a different Wonder Weapon. I think there was a different Wonder Weapon in there. It's like the OP Raygun Mark 1000 or something. That's not the name, but you know what I mean. But let's see. Verrucht. It has no Pack-a-Punch still. It does have better camping spot. The one by the MP40, like the hallway. You either keep the door closed or not to the right, which leads to the STG. The camping spot by the STG, the bathrooms area with the window, keep the power door closed. What else? I think the speed cola room, keep the door closed. Or the room next to the hallway, MP40 hallway, just camp there. And then the little room with the, I think in the World at War version, it was the, what was that gun called, man? It was like the Sten or something like that. I don't remember, but it's the Sten in Black Ops 3. Overall, if we're including World at War, I think it would be B. If we're including Black Ops 1, I think it'll be high B. If we're including Black Ops 3, it's probably A. I'm gonna put it above Nocturne Totem because there's more camping spots, more utilities, more perks, more guns. Yeah, I think this is fair. I'm trying to include both World at War, World at War, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 all together. See how they do. I think Verrucht is a high B. Not a very high B, but a high B. I think this is fair. Shinonuma. let's see. Third map in World at War. Still does not have Pack-a-Punch. Has the mystery box downstairs to begin with. Has 2 doors, both lead to the same direction. Starting room is kind of tight. Same with Verruct, but I think Shinonum is more tighter. The camping spots. Is there even a camping spot? I guess one of the houses can make it work, or like by the box. You keep the door closed at the spawn room, the one that leads to downstairs. And you also keep the door closed to the left side. The water makes it more annoying because it literally slows you down. Introduces dogs. I think this is the first map that introduces the Hellhounds. If not, then Verruct, because Nocturne told it didn't have a boss. For what it was, still has the 4 original perks. I don't remember if Mule Kick was there. I guess when you look at Noct and Verruct, I'm gonna put it C tier. Alright? It's definitely fun at times, but like as a map, it's definitely not D. I think C, a very high C. I think it's a very high C. I feel like if there was a better camping spots, then I feel like this could be at least a B tier. But when you compare every other map, I think it deserves a C. But it's a very high C though, close to B. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Okay. Next one we have is the final World at War map, Darius. I'm actually gonna put it. Okay, it's definitely A for now, but let's break it down now. Darius first introduces the Pack-a-Punch machine at last. Has the 4 original perks. I think Mule Kick was on here too. What else? Monkeys were already introduced since Noct. They introduced Hellhounds officially. Well, officially it was Shino no Numa. But they introduced dog Hellhounds throughout the zombie rounds, beginning round 16. They had the Wonder Waff. The Wonder Waff World at War was a pain in the ass. You literally get, if you literally get hit by it, which is you shoot the Wonder Waff at close proximity. If you get hit by that, you lose your Juggernog, pretty much, and the next time you get hit, you die. Which makes the catwalk a bit more dangerous because the catwalk is your main camping spot at World at War. Black Ops 3, it's the catwalk or the underground area or at the back where spawn is, like the left side of spawn. The one where it leads to the teleporter all the way in the back. That area, you keep the door in front closed and you just focus on the hall and the window. Keep the spawn door closed. And then the glitch, the zombie board glitch, which is you go up the stairs towards one of the teleport areas, the one, how do I say this? The one where it leads you to power, so you go to the right side door spawn, where the double barrel shotgun is, or the KRM, depending on what game it is. Then you open the door, which leads to the VMP, or the, what's it, the Thompson? At Black Ops 1 or World at War? I think so. Then you go up the stairs, clear the debris, that the window that you see and the door that you see to the right, that's the room I'm referring to. You camp in there, and the only zombies that will appear are the ones at the board, the little window that they have, which could be good. Yeah, that's the camping spots, I believe. First room challenge is probably better than any other first room challenges here. What else? Pack-a-Punch. The teleporters that opens the Pack-a-Punch, it gives you a free item drop, power-up drop. Sometimes it doesn't spawn anything. Sometimes it spawns a perk. In Black Ops 3, they included Easter eggs. Actually, World at War just had the Easter egg where you pack a bunch of weapon, then you shoot the little machine that's at the window by the camping spot on the left side of spawn. You open that door up, then you go to the window right there, shoot the thing, and then you find the 3 items in the map, which is like a teddy bear, a monkey bomb, and something else, I believe. You shoot all those 3, then you go to... no, I think that's just an Easter egg. Like, you just shoot this, and then the dialogue will appear. But in Black Ops 3, it gives you the Annihilator, which you find in the furnace area by the VMP. It was an okay gun. Yeah, and in Black Ops 3, they included the monkey bomb teleporter Easter egg where you throw the monkey bombs inside the teleporter. Well, actually, no. Black Ops 3 is a different... Okay, well, alright, we'll just talk about Black Ops 1 and World at War. Black Ops 1 World at War, I'll put it at A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put this at A tier. It's a very good map, but it still had a few flaws in it, especially with the Wonder WAF. You really have to be careful with the Wonder WAF, and that's really the gun that you want to get out of the mystery box. And the Pack-a-Punch wall weapons, obviously, it's not really gonna do much in these earlier games. Like the ones you probably want to get is the STG, the Sten, or the FG. But this is a very good map, to say the least. For World at War, Black Ops 1 is probably an S tier, but for World at War included, I'm gonna put it at very high A. Yeah, okay. Alright, introducing Black Ops. And Black Ops 3, because Kino der Toten, Ascension, Strangula, and Moon makes a comeback on Black Ops 3. We're definitely going to include the Black Ops 3 logic on those 4 maps. So Kino der Toten, no bias, S. Literally the easiest map, literally fun map at times. Has the very best Easter egg soundtrack. Does have an Easter egg of its own as well. Dogs, Pack-a-Punch, perks, very good camping spots. Like, you can't go wrong with Kino der Toten. Like, it's not the best map. Let's put that out there. It's not the best map, but it's a very good map, especially with the nostalgia in it. Yeah, it's just there because it's like you can't have Call of Duty without Kino. That's right. Okay, 5. This was kind of a difficult map to play zombies in, not gonna lie, because especially in co-op. Solo you can make it work, but in co-op you really don't have many spots to camp. You don't really have much to go out with. You will have to have like someone upstairs training at the power near the power areas, the power traps, the middle floor, training around the area. If you have someone that's a pro, they'll go to laboratories and try to make something work out of that. You have the windows, like the broken glass, open glass and stuff. You can just jump over that. There are glitches in every one of these maps, I believe. Mainly Kino, 5, Ascension. I don't remember if anyone else does, but mainly 5. 5 has the most glitches so far. Like, I think they patched it. I think they did patch the ones in 5 and Kino. I don't remember if they did for any of the other one, but they definitely patched the one in 5 and Kino, I believe. 5 was the one in spawn room. You'll go to that one window by the doors, the closed doors, like the ones that they buy. You'll jump on. You'll specifically build the barrier on the bottom and the one like not on the very top, but the top one, like the top middle one. If you don't get those, then they're pretty much you have to wait for a zombie to break down those barriers and try it again. If someone clears out makes the window full buried, then the glitch is pretty much not gonna work. Unless of course you want to wait. But you build those 2, you jump on. Oh no, this is a different one. But you jump on those 2, then you try to jump on top of the window, then you jump onto the table and jump onto the big table, and then you can have the zombies just stick with you by there. That's an easy way to get high rounds. The other one was you just build the one on the bottom and then have the zombie destroy it. But as soon as that barrier goes, you click start start button, depending on what console you're on, the start button, and then you click on the button that leads you to friends list. Then at that moment, the screen should like freeze for like a millisecond or a second, depending on how good your game is, your console is, your quality is, your frames per second. And if you're lucky, it'll take you outside of the map and leads you to a variety of what you can do. Just don't go down because it's possible still. Then you have the second floor, self-explanatory. The laboratories is where everything happens. You have the Pentagon Thief, which replaces the Hellhounds, which the Pentagon Thief is very difficult. Not in co-op, I mean not in solo, but in co-op it can be very difficult, depending on how many players there are. You want to have the ray gun or Winters how to take down the Pentagon Thief, because that if that Pentagon Thief survives, he literally takes away your weapon. But if you do kill the Pentagon Thief, the max ammo spawns and the fire sale spawns. Well, if you fail, the max ammo will disappear. But if you kill him without anyone taking their gun away, you get the Pack-a-Punch, which is the bonfire sale, which Pack-a-Punch discounted to 1,000 points, which is amazing. Eminem featuring Pink, Won't Back Down also plays when you click the 3 telephones located around the map. One's in the Pack-a-Punch, one's upstairs by the Quick Revive, and one's by the power switch. Overall, the map, I mean, it is one of the free maps. I'm gonna put it below Darius, just because I feel like it's an interesting map, but it's also challenging, but it's not like in a bad way. It's like you can make it work. You just gotta be a bit more skillful than Kino, a lot more skillful than Kino Dirt Totem. But I think this is a fair spot and not try to be like harsh on 5. I feel like this is a good spot for it. Pack-a-Punch, you activate the DevCons, and then the teleporters will take you to Pack-a-Punch once you activate all of them. And it starts to count down if one of them is in a Pack-a-Punch already. Pack-a-Punch does disappear after a short while, so. And if everyone is there, zombies will build up by the door, and you gotta onslaught. And there's windows in there, so you have to be careful too. This 5 brings a lot more than Kino Dirt Totem, but Kino Dirt Totem is just S. Alright, Dead Ops Arcade is not really a zombies map. It's just an arcade for what it was. Black Ops 1 is like down here. But for Black Ops 3, they definitely catched up. I don't want to be too harsh, which is why I'm not going to put it at D. Black Ops 1 is C, but Black Ops 3 is B. I'm gonna put it at C, and here's why. It's not a zombies map. It's literally just its own game mode. I feel like it should not be on the zombies. Like, it could be like a whole different game mode, but it shouldn't be part of like the zombies list right here. Like, it should be its own thing. If it was its own thing, I'll put it like B or even A for Black Ops 3, but it's part of the zombies list here, which is why I'm gonna put it a high C. You want high C's, but Shino no Numa, no, it's not gonna go with Shino no Numa. Yeah, okay. Ascension, which brings the space monkeys, which tries to steal your perks, which is annoying. Which is why I'm not gonna put it at S tier, but it's gonna go very high A. The question is, where does it go? It's gonna be higher than 5. Is it higher than Darius? I don't think it's higher than Darius. The reason is because Pack-a-Punch, you have to have everything open pretty much, like all the doors that necessary to get to the teleporters, not the teleporters, the looter landers. Activate those, 250 each, so 750 points total equals to 1 cheap door. Go that, activate that, which takes you back to spawn, and then once all 3 are activated, go to the mystery box or the power room, activate the button, and then wait for the rocket either to leave or have the ray gun and shoot it down. If you have the ray gun and if you shoot it down, it gives you a free double points, I believe, at the Pack-a-Punch room. However, the Pack-a-Punch room itself is very bad because it's very tight, it's very small. There's 2 windows on each side, so you cannot make it a camping spot. because zombies are not only coming to the window, but obviously door to door. However, the room is next to Pack Punch Room, you can make it work. You can train there, despite the 2 windows that are also in there. Another camping spot, I think it's just by PhD Flopper or Widow's Wine, depending on what game it is, Black Ops or Black Ops 3. Dolphin diving was pretty fun back then. PhD was such a good. Ascension is probably the best map for PhD Flopper because of how many places you can dolphin dive in. I don't know. I don't remember about Call of the Dead PhD Flopper, but we'll get to that in a moment. But definitely on Ascension, PhD Flopper is definitely useful. In terms of dolphin diving, of course, like you still have the Mustang and Sally's, the ray gun, explosive damage, the M72 Law, the China leg, whatever the gun it is. It literally protects you from all that. We'll get to the perk list in a different video, like I said. Let's see, what else? Fire Sale introduces. It definitely has a thunder gun already since Kino, at least. What else Ascension has to offer? The space monkeys are so annoying. You really have to have a whole co-op team to communicate and take down these monkeys. They literally throw the grenades back. You cannot kill them with grenades. Thunder gun does not one-shot them all the time. It takes 2 shots at least. Ray gun is probably the best weapon for it, because it's already very hard to shoot zombies and stuff. Yeah, I think this is a fair spot for Ascension. Abracadabra, the Easter egg soundtrack on this one is godlike. Play that against a whole zombie horde on like round 20, it literally makes the whole scene epic. But yeah, Ascension is a very high A. Next one we have is Call of the Dead, the celebrity one. For what it was, it had George Romero as the boss, which he was annoying. At least when you kill George after like 4 death machines worth of bullets in a full co-op game, 4-player co-op, he gives you a free perk, and it's either the death machine or the Wonder Waff, depending on how you killed George. I don't remember exactly, but the Wonder Waff is the one you want to get. And as long as you keep getting max ammo, you keep the Wonder Waff. The Wonder weapons on that map, it was mediocre. The sniper one was probably the better one than the main Wonder weapon. I forgot the name of it. Was it the DG, something like that? It's the one that turns the zombies into like CIA people, and then they will chase the CIA people, which is like a smaller monkey. The explosive, the tactical. It's like a monkey bomb, like a slightly worse version. It's like a worse version of monkey bombs. It also has, with Ascension, Call of the Dead also has the, I don't even remember the names, bro. Like that other tactical where pop it, explodes on impact, killing zombies and stuff. Well, not on impact, but you know. The map is definitely huge. It has zip lines, which makes it more interesting. Perks are the same as Ascension, I believe. Bringing back PhD Flopper as well. The water on that is annoying. You can literally freeze over. You don't go down, which is good, but it still freezes your screen and everything. Slows you down, freezes your screen. If you do become fully frozen, you're stuck in an ice cube, and I don't remember if George has to free you. Well, the people, your allies can definitely help you. George can help you, but I don't know if the zombies go help you. Like, I think you just go down. Call of Duty was a very good map. Is it an S tier though? Is it better than Ascension? Is it better than Dare Reese? It's definitely better than 5. I don't know, actually. I'm looking at the other maps, and just by looking at them, the Easter egg soundtrack is also pretty dope, but Is it better than Ascension? Would people play more Ascension or Call of the Dead? I think people will play more Ascension. And for that reason, I'll put it here. Especially when it's only available on Black Ops. They didn't bring it back because they didn't have the 4 original characters in the Zombies Chronicles. Ascension is Black Ops 3, so just based on that fact, I might have to put it below Ascension. But both these 3 maps definitely has the potential of being S tier, but I'm trying to like keep it balanced as possible. When I say balanced, like everything the map gives us, like what's good and what needs to be criticized. But it's a very good map nonetheless. Okay, you know what? Let me put it here, actually. Yes, people will probably play more Ascension than Call of the Dead, but I feel like Call of the Dead brings more hype and stuff than us. Just like a little bit hype than Ascension does. And there is. It's a very high A. Alright. Next up is Strangula. No one wants to play Strangula on Black Ops 1, but on Black Ops 3, it may differ. However, as a map, it has the stupid booby traps. It has the monkeys that tries to take away your power up. At least they switch it up so you can try to time it and get a max ammo or a free perk if you're very lucky. But is there any camping spots like the spawn room probably, or like the pack-a-punch is weird. Guys, I'm gonna have to put it C, high C. I think it's better than Shina Nanuma, but I don't think it's better than Nocturne Totem, based on what it was. Based on what it was. If it wasn't based on what it was, I'll definitely put it higher than Nocturne Totem, but based on what it was, I'm gonna put it at C. Especially in Black Ops 1. This is not a map that you'll play in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3 probably, but not in Black Ops 1. I don't think in Black Ops 3 you'll even think about Strangula, but comparing to everything else, but I'm definitely putting it over Shino Nanuma. Pareidolia, which is the soundtrack on Strangula, is very, very good. Too bad it has to be on Strangula. Yeah, so next one we have is Moon, which is the end to the Black Ops 1 Zombies franchise, which leads to the events of Black Ops 2. For that reason, it's going to be on S, but we still need to talk about the other stuff. So, the spawn, you go into the Area 51 location of, which is the starting room. The Pack-a-Punch is there, and then it randomizes the perk between Speed Cola or Juggernaut. If you're a pro player, you would hope for Juggernaut because you're able to farm points at the beginning to get Jug and to hopefully get on the teleporter or even Pack-a-Punch. If you're more for like a I don't want to say a noob, but if you're more like lower experienced, you probably want to hope for Speed Cola because the next time you go into the spawn room, which you take the teleporter, everyone goes to the teleporter located by Mule Kick, I believe it was, which is the room all the way back there. Like you open all those doors and you go to the Moon area and then get into that teleporter. The next time it'll be Juggernaut because it switches back and forth between. Black Ops 3 is more easier to like farm points and stuff, but you can still die the same as Black Ops 1. The Wonder Weapons, they had the ray gun. I don't think they had the ray gun Mark II in Black Ops 3. I could be wrong, but in Black Ops 1 and 3, they had the Zap gun / Wonder gun, which I think is very fun to use, very good. And then the Astronaut is literally the worst boss in Black Ops Zombies history, which I'll probably make a boss tier list as well. You know what, let me write that down. Sorry, let me write that down somewhere. Where is my... Huh. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's definitely make that a video idea. I definitely have a lot of tier list ideas, guys. Do not worry. Moon. They introduced the hacking device, the PES the space outfits. Like another nice detail they added is like you can't breathe on the moon, obviously, so you have to wear those stuff unless you're inside a room that you can breathe in. I think in the back area of the moon you can also breathe in depending on how the what's it called, the excavators is right now. Like the excavators really made this map more mid than it should be. Like if it wasn't for the excavators, I think it would probably be an S tier below King of the Tournament, but because of the excavator specifically, I'm gonna put it below Call of the Dead. Does it go below Dead Reese though? I think it goes below Dead Reese. I don't think it's higher than lower than Ascension. Literally, actually no, it does, because literally the excavators literally ruined this map. It's not higher than 5. It's not lower than 5 though. But if it wasn't for the excavators, it'll be a high S tier. But because of the excavators, it's definitely gonna be here. Yeah, so that concludes Black Ops 1. Now we're rolling into Black Ops 2. Transits, people are gonna, it's literally between S or D for people. This is gonna be a controversial opinion. By the way, this is my opinion, and for that reason, I'm gonna put it at S tier. Literally brings farm, town, and diner all together. By the way, I didn't include diner and the other buried map thingy because it's a whole different game mode, which is turn. I think turn is a very good game mode. I wish they brought it back, but they didn't. I don't know why though, but it was a very fun game mode. I'm also not including the grief side of the Black Ops 2 maps. It's the whole different mechanic, but this is just purely on survival mode itself. Yeah, I'm not including the ones that are featured in Turned. Or Grief. Because Grief is a different mechanic, like survival mechanic. But for survival on Transit, I'm one of the people that really loves Transit. At the beginning of time, I didn't want to play it. It was too hard, it was too difficult for me. It was interesting though. However, as time progressed, I really wanted to play more Transit. And it introduced us to the bank mechanic, which stores up to 225,000 points into your bank, and then you can always get it back. Not only in Transit, but to Die Rise. And the same thing you can do with Die Rise, put the money in your bank, and then it transfers to Transit or Buried. That's not Buried. Where's Buried? This Buried, Transit, Die Rise can literally synchronize with your bank account, so which is pretty nice. If it was separate, it'd probably be more fine for me personally, but it makes sense why they sort it out together, because that's a lot of points to harvest. And yeah, I'll put Transit below King of the Totem. Next we have his Boss Depot. Now this this is garbage. Literally, it's just the Boss Depot map. No perks, no pack-a-punch. This is just the mystery box, and the only camping spot is the corner, like behind the box, like in that corner, which is dumb. Which is surrounded by lava. Trash. Fun, challenging wise, S tier, but map wise, garbage. Well, it's not like garbage, it's like I said in the beginning, but it's garbage enough to say it's garbage. Alright, next one we have is Town. Out of the 3 maps in Green Run, S tier. The reason why I'm putting it at S tier, it's one of the maps in Black Ops 2 that you can really mess with for free, especially like Town. It's just fun, like it's just that vibe that it gives you. I know people will be like, over Call of the Dead, over Der Reese, over Ascension, over Moon. Yes, for me personally, I'll put it over these 4 maps. Town is just too good not to play. Even like the M14 and the Olympia, they got like a slight buff, or like a moderate buff that makes the guns even more better. And they have the MP5, which is pretty good, wall gun. They have the Smetex grenades. They introduced us to Tombstone. No, Transit introduced us to Tombstone. But it doesn't make it better. Tombstone on Town is way better than Tombstone on Transit. which we'll get to the perks once again on a different video. But I definitely would put town up here. And the Pack-a-Punch is literally right there. Yes, it's surrounded by lava, but if you have Jug in, it doesn't really matter. Even without Jug, you can make it. Yeah, I'll put a town here. So, farm. Farm? You know, I'm going to put it at low A. I feel like it doesn't have Pack-a-Punch, but it does have the perks. You can run the running is tight. You pretty much camp at the barn or the house across from it, where the mystery box is. Other than that, it's pretty fun. Which is why I'm gonna put it below 5, because 5 offers more than farm, but I like farm. I think it's a good A. Next that we have is Die Rise. I would put it, my personal bias would be S, but I'm looking at the other maps trying to keep it unbiased. For that reason, I'm gonna put it below Call of the Dead. Do I put it below Dare Reese though? This map, you could literally die from falling. As the Sliquifier. Which kind of makes it a bit worse on the edges, but it's definitely a good wonder weapon. Elevators, mystery box on top, and then falling Galvan Knuckles, Transit also Galvan Knuckles, and Bowie Knife. Perks are randomized, Pack-a-Punch is randomized, elevator locations wise. As the bank. Just because it requires a lot of jumping and stuff, I'm gonna put it below Dare Reese. So I put it above Ascension though. I'll put it below Ascension, but I'm gonna keep it higher than Moon. I think this is a fair spot for Die Rise. Literally, if you cannot jump, then you just suck. But there shouldn't be that many places to like have to jump and leap and risk your life. I think this is the map where it's called the Great Leap Forward, I think. But this is a very good map nonetheless. Like, it's fun to at the beginning, and then the camping spots, there's quite a variety. Okay, next one we have is Nuke Town. Here. As much as everyone loves the map Nuketown on multiplayer on zombies, I would say the modded custom zombie PC version, like the custom game mode, is way better than the official Black Ops Zombies. Literally, like, you have to wait like 5 rounds every 5 rounds to get a new perk. Pack-a-Punch even, I think. Mystery box locations randomized, I think. The train spots are super tight. Unnecessary debrises, expensive ones as well. Not that many camping spots. They got the power drop behind the door. I think once you open it, you can no longer get a power drop. Yeah, it's just, it's definitely below Strangula. Is it higher than Shinonuma though? Actually, no, I'm gonna put it below Shinonuma. It's just Nuketown is, it's just mediocre. I'm sorry, guys, it's just mediocre. Yeah. Okay, Mob of the Dead, on the other hand, I think I'm gonna put it up here. I think it's just an overall S tier. It just offers so much. Brutus is a fun boss, honestly. He's a bit difficult, but he's definitely fun. Golden Gate Bridge, Pack-a-Punch, build the aircraft, the jail cells with the afterlife mechanic, and the nice little detail about the afterlife mechanic, it literally falls up after the 4 mob bosses or the mobsters die in the cutscene, which is why you spawn in the afterlife, which is, I think it was a good, cool detail. The Easter egg on that one, the soundtrack is dope. Oh, by the way, another reason why I put Nuketown here is because they have 3 different soundtracks and not like a main one with lyrics. But I like the effort that they put the multiple Easter eggs in one soundtracks at least. I just don't see myself plating it below S tier. I think this is a very good map. Same with Buried. I think I'll put it... Actually, hold on. Let's put this above Town and Transit. Yes. Now let's put Buried above Mob of the Dead. I feel like Buried is just better than Mob of the Dead. Not by a long shot, but it's definitely up there. Buried literally offers... It first introduces the Raygun Mark II. Officially. The Witch House was horrifying. It gives you a free perk too, as long as you don't go down by the witches. The downside with the witches, they literally take away 2,000 points every time they touch you. They do have the small cooldown on where you lose your points again, but from like the same witch. If it was 2 different witches hitting at you, then you'll lose more points that way. But pack of punches across that. Vulture 8 is introduced, which I think is one of the best perks in the game. What else? Introduces Leroy or Arthur. I call him Leroy. What else? Camping spots is the one by Juggernog, or the room above Juggernog. Spawn room, we can even make it work. They had the LSATs, which I think it was a nice touch. What else? They introduced the Remington. Is that the name? The pistol Remington, which I think is a very good gun, very powerful, more powerful than the Python. Which is actually, they replaced the Remington with the Python in the lockers, which makes sense considering that it's an exclusive weapon, the Remington pistol. But to see Python be replaced by that in a different map is just underwhelming. I feel like they could do better with that. They introduced the Paralyzer, which I think is a very good utility gun. Could also be your point gun too. Infinite ammo, cooldown, like the heating up to 115, which is interesting. Easter eggs, multiple endings to it, which is another plus. The Richtofen side or the Max's side. The Max's side is the canon one, by the way. Which is like the bad choice. When I do bad choice, when I say this, it's like Maxis is more the bad guy than Richtofen is in that scenario. Oh yeah, by the way, Transit up to Transits, Die Rise, Buried, has the Victus crew, which everyone hates apparently. I don't know why, but yeah, I think this will be a good spot for Rare Mob of the Dead. Origins would be above both. Not above Kino. Kino's just the epitome of zombies right here. Like you literally cannot let go of this. But Origins, do I even need to explain Origins? Like, I guess the one thing I'll criticize about Origins is the machine things. I forgot the names of them. But like when they start to like count down and you're on the other side of the map, and like there's some places where it slows you down, running based. But the wind staffs, the panzer mortars, or the Panzer Soldiers, my bad. Panzer Mortar's the one of World War, not World War, World War II. Yeah, I too much to go into, but you guys get the deal. Origins is up here. Next, we have Shadows of Evil. I'm gonna put it high B. I won't be mad if people put this like S tier or A tier, but for me personally, I'll put it at B tier. I do not like this map. I do not like this map. The Margwas are annoying. Pack-a-punching is good. Introduces the alien gun. I forgot the name, but the alien gun, which is a very good gun. I just wish in Shadows of Evil you can pack-a-punch it manually, the gun, but you have to do it in a very glitchy way. What else? Zombie Shield, which was introduced in Transit, brought it back in Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil, and this is like the only map that's free, which is by far the dumbest thing that Treyarch and Activision has done for Black Ops 3 Zombies. I'll keep this here. I'm losing my voice too. Good thing I have water here, but all right. The Giants, which is the remastered version of Their Reese. Is it better than Their Reese though? Yes. And the reason because more stuff has to offer in the Giants. It's obviously not going to give that nostalgic vibe as much as the Reese does, the original. Beauty of Annihilation Remix is not as good as the original, but it does gives us the Easter egg, the Monkey Bomb, Teleporter Easter egg. Gives us the Annihilator. More easier to train and stuff. Yeah. The Rising Drac. Boom. We don't even need to go. I would put it above Origins. I would say the Rising Drac is better than Origins. Just by literally it's literally this close. Again, if it wasn't for like the machines and stuff counting down, then I would probably say Origins is better than the Rising Drac, but because of that, the Rising Drac is higher. And the little hidden Easter egg, which gives a tribute to one of the people in Treyarch with their family and stuff. A very weird way to get it, to get to the Easter egg, but it's a very nice touching nonetheless. Zetsu no Shuma, a very hated map actually. I would say it's underrated, not underrated, not hated. The question is where do I put it? I'm gonna put it here. It's definitely hated, but that's not the reason why I put it mainly here. It's just underrated. It just doesn't offer as much as anything else does. Like, it's more easier than Shadows of Evil, but I don't know, guys. I think this just makes more sense to put it here. Gorak Krovi. I'm not a big fan of Gorak Krovi, I'm not gonna lie to you. But for what it was, I want to put a very high B just because of my bias. Like, I would not go against people saying it's A tier or S tier. Actually, no, I would argue if people put it at S tier, at least A. But I'm gonna put it a very high B. Again, this is my opinion on the maps. I do not like Gorak Krovi out of the maps that's listed on the Black Ops 3 list. But it's a very good map nonetheless. Well, not as good as the Rising Drac or the Giant or Shadows of Evil. I hate Shadows of Evil more than Gorak Krovi. Zetsu no Shima, no one's gonna even talk about, so I'm not gonna even argue. But last and not least, Revelations. I'll definitely put this here. I'll definitely put this below Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead gives the nostalgic points. It has more stuff to well, no, Revelations has more stuff to offer, but Call of the Dead is like a stick-on celebrity map. It's more fun. Like, Revelations just brings most of the maps back together into one clunk. That's why I'm putting it below Call of the Dead. But Revelations has a lot to offer. The Easter egg on that one is pretty dope. Looking back at the Easter egg song soundtrack, what did I put it last time? Let me see. I think I put it B tier. If I put it at B tier, it's gonna be at A tier now. If it's on C tier, it's gonna be on B tier now. The gift, the soundtrack for Revelations. After listening to it, it's gonna be a tier higher than it was in the original video. Yeah. This is what Revelations will be at. Revelations is a very nice map to play in. It also has many wonder weapons. Interesting way to get to Pack-a-Punch. The Pack-a-Punch area is pretty good. The acid on that one could be quite annoying, but it's very good. This is what I put Revelations. And that is it, you guys. This is the tier list for my tier list for Call of Duty World at War to Black Ops 3 Zombies maps. Would I change anything now? I think I'll do this. Because of Black Ops 1 and World at War specifically. No, not because of those. Because of Black Ops 3 specifically. I feel like Black Ops 3 ruins the nostalgic a bit with the World at War and Black Ops 1 one, but yeah, I think this will be it. Yeah. So this is my overall tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do next, but I'm definitely gonna do another tier list soon. So what you guys thoughts on this tier list? Again, it's only based on my opinion. What you guys change? What would you guys keep? Do you guys agree, disagree? What are your thoughts, your criticism, and whatever. I hope you guys enjoy this tier list. I definitely have fun making this. I think the next one I'll do is the zombies perk jingles, and then I'll do the perks. But until then, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Slaying per everyone. Peace.